So the proof is in the pudding, right? Instant Duskfield grenade. I know you get a lot of clickbaity stuff at the moment saying insane this and insane that, but this is actually instant, as you can see there. Instant. I mean, I don't really know how else to sort of phrase it. It is an instant cooldown, and even if you don't do it exactly right and the loop of play that you do, and it's not instant, you're looking at a couple of seconds to get your grenade back with the build I'm running. But I just sort of want to sort of state as well, you might see all on the left all the buffs that are going on: stasis, weapon boost, chargeable light. Not only am I getting crazy regeneration for my grenades, Duskfield grenades with renewal grasps, there's a really lot more going on to this build as well behind the scenes. We're running font of might, elemental shards, so we're always getting a massive stasis weapon damage boost as well for your stasis weapons. We've got chargeable light going. We can run high as you fire if you like on the build, and then on top of that, it's not just again about the grenades. I've got another mod on called Well of Restoration that every time I pick up these shards or elemental wells, they give you other ability regen as well, so it isn't just your grenade. You maybe see in the clips, if you watch them back another time or something like that, you'll see all my class ability, melee and grenades going all up as well. But the sort of main selling point of the build is Duskfield grenades instantaneously and massive stasis damage. So I hope the clips have been good. Stay tuned, I'm going to show you the build and the setup. Well, so this is the way I've got this one set up in particular. The aspects I'm running is Grim Harvest. Defeating slowed or frozen combatants creates stasis shards. A really important aspect to run for this build, you really need this one, creating the stasis shards. Touch of Winter, that puts a little stasis crystal on my Duskfield grenades, and it also enhances the area slightly. So Duskfield grenade, Grim Harvest to create the shards, and Touch of Winter for the stasis crystal and the enhanced area of effect of the Duskfield grenade. The fragments I'm running, the sort of three main ones that you need are Whisper of Rhyme, collecting a stasis shard that we're going to create all the time with Grim Harvest. So every time we'll collect a stasis shard, it's going to give you an overshield, and it also heals you if you're not at full health as well. Remember that, it doesn't tell you that, but it does actually heal you if you're not at full health, and if you are at full health it will give you an overshield. I'm running Whisper of Shards, shattering a stasis crystal, temporarily boost your grenade recharge rate. So that's a really important one, as you can imagine. So as soon as I shatter a crystal, a stasis crystal, it's going to boost my grenade recharge rate. That's part of the sort of formula to this build, is Whisper of Shards, Whisper of Conduction, so all them shards that I'm creating that are going to heal me and give me an overshield. You don't have to actually run to them with this mod here, Whisper of Conduction. It makes the stasis shards track to your position, so that fragment's really good. The other two, you can sort of do what you want. I like to run these because I'm running renewal grasps, so Whisper of Chains and Whisper of Hedrons, what they do is every time you slow something or you're near a frozen target, they just give you a massive sort of resilience and recovery. They both work together with renewal grasps. And what I've done is I've based it around this Deliverance, this stasis primary fusion rifle. It's absolutely fantastic. It's probably my favourite weapon this season, and what I've done is I like it that much, I've put two enhanced traits on it. Enhanced Demolitionist, this is another key part of the formula. It doesn't have to be Enhanced Demolitionist, don't worry, you don't have to have that, it just helps a little bit. You still get instant grenades just with normal Demolitionist, and obviously successful warm-up, so each final blow increases charge and draw speed for an improved duration. So that's just adding to the regeneration of the grenades. So that's the aspects and fragments all gone over. Hopefully now you can see how it's sort of all working together. The main one, like the best mod I personally think that Bungie have ever created, is this one, Elemental Shards. If you watched a few of my videos, I do talk about this one quite a lot. So all the stasis shards that you create, they act as elemental wells. So all the stasis shards that I'm creating from Grim Harvest and my Duskfield grenade, everything that's slowed, they're all going to act as elemental wells. And then what I'm doing is I'm running elemental charge, so every time I pick them up, it's going to give me 2 times chargeable light. Every time I pick up my stasis shards or wells, it's going to act as wells, it gives me 2 times chargeable light. What I'll do to take advantage of that, I run high energy fire. So with the amount of status, with the amount of shards that we create, we're always going to have high energy fire going all the time, because we're always going to be ×2 charge with light. So you're getting a free 20% damage buff just from high energy fire all of the time. The other mods I'm running is Well of Restoration. Again, this just sort of adds to the insane regen to your grenade, your class ability and your melee. Picking up a stasis elemental well grants you additional energy for your ability as the lowest. So this is a really sort of underrated mod again. All the wells that you create, well in this case it's shards, because I'm running elemental shards as a mod, so they all act as elemental wells. Just crazy insane recharge rate on all your abilities. And then I also run Font of Might, because I'm primarily running stasis weapons on my stasis subclass. Not only do you get the high energy fire going, but you also get Font of Might, because they're both stacked together. So picking up an elemental well, or in this case an elemental shard, because I'm running shards, that gives me a 25% damage buff to my stasis weapons. In this case I'm running Deliverance and a Rage Regret, but you've got other options. You've got like the Palmyra B, things like that you can sort of stick on. So high energy fire and Font of Might stick together. So again, just wanted to say it's not all about the grenade recharge rate. You've got a lot of stuff going on here. Obviously that's the eye-catching thing of the build, but we have got a lot of extra damage on your stasis weapons, 45% with high energy fire and Font of Might. And then the last couple of sort of mods that are really important are Bomber ×2, because every time I use my class ability, that gives me grenade recharge rate as well. I think it's like 20% every time you dodge. And then the last one is a grenade kickstart. Using my grenade, it just basically, whenever you consume your grenade or use it, you gain grenade energy back, which is around about 10%. So just them alone, grenade kickstart and double bomber gets you up to 30%. You've got your enhanced demolitionist going, you've got your Well of Restoration going. So that's how you get the insane charge rate. I hope the video's been helpful. Take it easy.